Hi, it's Hazel, and welcome to my channel, Hazel and Aka Design. Now I'm back today with another video, and let me just, and you can just guess what this might be about. I'm still organizing, I'm still locating, sorting, repackaging, not so much repackaging as rethinking how I'm storing things. And in this particular case, this is a wire basket that's fairly deep. It's probably close to 5 inches deep. And it is one in which I've been keeping French ephemera for a long time. So wire, I mean, I'm sure I thrifted it or got it with an auction purchase or who knows. Not quite as attractive, not quite as practical because things like to fall through. So I want to remind myself what I have here and put it into this more solid looking basket. And this basket will fit in the paper sorting furniture units, cubes that I bought through auction not so long ago. Now, I did you the favor of taking this book out of the plastic bag in which I had it stored, just to save the rustling. I bought this book a few years ago through an Etsy shop. I paid so much money for it. It now in hindsight, I'm thinking, were you nuts or what? But look at that cover. Now it doesn't, well, or at least with my, don't think I've tried scanning it with my new scanner, but with my previous scanner, it didn't come across that well because it's really dark. So you can see it's got kind of a navy, almost a purple blue color, as well as green elements. And of course, well, not of course, I can't say of course, it is about French fashion. Thick. This is the spine. I probably didn't know very much about taking books apart then either. I don't know what in the world I intend to do with this, but I suppose I could. Well, why don't I do it right now? Well, I'll make a mess for one thing. I will pull this head and headband and tail band off here and hope that most of this, I think this stuff is called mull, if I'm not mistaken, comes off intact. And then who knows what, this is probably all going to be garbage because it's so, anyway, that'll be another story. Maybe I should just for a second show you what was in this book. I have scanned all of the images that I thought, and made digitals, out of all the images that I thought would be, you know, desirable by anybody. So that's the cover page. Now it was, what was the year on this? It was 18 something. Beautiful page there. Another beautiful page here. So these obviously I have scanned. Oh, you know what? I did some research on this. 1899. An evaluation of different style types and their evolution from the 8th, that's 8, through 19th centuries. The book was published in the divided into 3 sections called Books, Men's Dress and Women's Dress, Royal Dress, Military Dress, Religious Dress, and Mourning Dress. The third part is solely professional dress. Cover is dark blue with decorative gilded patterns and lettering. Okay, discusses both feminine and masculine fashion trends. And And of course, I can't read this. So, I mean, I can't read French. So, the book covers a wide range of classes and types of people along the centuries of its breadth, including members of the elite, royalty, middle class, business class, poverty-stricken low class, clergy, and military. A total of 2,000 black and white illustrations. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so the illustrations, like, yes, there are gazillions of them, but they're also quite small. Now, and look at these headdresses. I should probably revisit the kit and do something creative with it. Some of these would make, are more appropriately sized to sort of fussy cut and use that way. I think I ended up with two kits probably. And then I did one, I think, called French Grunge. So I didn't, to be honest, know how much anyone would care about a military or clerical fashion. But so this book is still very precious, and I guess at some point I had better use the actual cover. The back is nice as well. Okay, so let's begin in earnest to look and see what we have here. These are obviously images. Okay, here are some more pages out of it. Oh, you know what? Maybe these aren't even scanned, since I don't have a note in them saying that they were scanned. Yikes. I'll be scanning until the end of time. Oops, I knocked something down. Or the wind I created knocked something down. Oh, clearly I need to do something with these. And, you know, I think that probably, I guess I should protect them with this plastic. Probably the reality is that I need to use some of them as they are. It's hurting the cover. Okay, so these, I guess I, whoops, cut out of other books and must have believed it to be French images. So I won't question that. Hopefully I knew what I was doing at the time. Oh my goodness, this clamp is almost not big enough. Okay, so there's that. These little punch outs from a kit with the fleur-de-lis on them, so that's there. Oh, is it Patricia from Le Café? Wait, oh my goodness. I think most of her videos now are probably for Patreon people, so I remember when I stumbled across her channel, Le Café Craft, or something like that. Anyway, she is French, lives in the States, and of course was going home to visit her mother or something. Scored a bunch of things and did some free imagery. So this was out of a catalog or something. So I have a few of those. And the thing about her that I absolutely loved was her sense of humor, because I think we're similar in that sense that, you know, if what we're doing ends up being a blooper reel, then, you know, we're gonna say so. That's a French flashcard. Maybe someone must have given that to me. So it looks like I have some fussy cuts. That's a piece of ledger that has some French. Oh, some more vocabulary cards. Okay, so we can put this back in its little bag. Oh my goodness, more. Okay, so more fleur-de-lis. You know what? Maybe I should get this basket out of here, and then I could actually have some room to spread out. Okay. Sorry that it's taking me so long to figure this out. Little baby food jar. So an Eiffel Tower, and I don't know why these Eiffel Towers keep coming across my path, but I've got 3 here, and I have a whole display of other Eiffel Towers in a variety of sizes. Fleur-de-lis, another Eiffel Tower, and more. So more. So I'll have to figure out where I can tuck these things so they don't wreck anything. Maybe that'll go on the top. Another fleur-de-lis stamp. Oh, these are Paris magnets that are, got glitter on them, so those are kind of interesting. More strips there. Oh, I bet you I did. Okay, these are, pull this out of here. I can't talk. Okay, these are obviously some work I did with napkins. Now I have a Paris, or not a French bundle of napkins in, I don't know, I think Maker's Market and perhaps on Etsy as well. Anyway, so napkins just backed onto music paper or just regular, who knows what, cardstock, book page. Made a signature out of this one. Look at my favorite index pages. This, and I can't remember the name of the shop because after I placed my multi-$100 order, I made like I didn't even know where that was anymore. But I've shared some of this with some of you. This is from a 1938 book that I think a winery in France was using. So there's a lot of, foxing and so on. And this too works just like tissue paper or napkins in that it's very translucent. Now that the owner of the shop, she has actually a couple of Etsy stores. I think I bundled a couple of purchases from each of them. And anyway, she threw in some extras. So we'll probably come across those somewhere here too. This was obviously somebody's digital to do a sample card. So I printed and folded those, never added anything to them, obviously. So those are ready to use. Oh, I did some grungy type tags using some of my own digitals from that fashion book. That's a digital from somewhere. And, use some of those fleur-de-lis little circles. This is somebody's digital. I shouldn't be putting this loose in here because it did come out of a bag, so it should go back in that. Well, actually a page protector. I'll just put it off to the side so you don't have to watch me struggle with that. But you see how my nickname should be Bag Lady? Trying to get away from it because bags, while they have, look at this. I printed all of these things when one of the nozzles was plugged on my printer. That would have been my HP, I think, back in the day. So those either need to be decorated in such a way that those lines get covered up, or, you know, maybe an ink brush or something. Okay, these are clocks, faux stamps. I'm sure I probably have some French stamps somewhere, like real stamps. Put that in there too. I don't know why this butterfly is here by itself, but we'll throw him in there. Oh, missed the bag. Okay, so that's a digital. So again, more of these precious little pieces here. Now is this, I don't know if I scanned this or if 1928. You've seen this before because I love it. Okay, what do we have here? Oh, I think these, no, I shouldn't say because I don't know. Okay, digital. Oh, so I did some stamping on there. This is mine because I did buy a couple of, here's more napkin work. I did buy a couple of actual journals from that, ledgers from that woman, Louise. And if we think this is you know, a lot, I have more. Like I bought something from Jessica Rapp during one of her sales. It was all a French ephemera pack. So that too, that went to Colorado. So I guess I'll get it there over Christmas. Okay, so these are just printed. I think these are all my own. Yeah, these are my digitals. Look how this comes across when you print it just on regular papers. The foxing shows, the purpley ink shows. Here's some of those images from that book. This is an old, oh, that's a digital of somebody's. I guess anything that I thought had a French look to it. Louis the 16th. So this was a book with French images. So that's book pages. I do have one or more French dictionaries, including, oh, I bought one from Louise I think it's from the 30s. And it is about 4 inches thick. So this is musique. So it looks like I pulled some pages that had, I pulled lots of pages that had imagery or interesting layouts like those, columns, tables, fuzzy orange hair. And this is vintage wrapping paper, again, with fleur-de-lis symbols. Okay, what's this? This is a, oh no, it opens. This is a map of France. Do we have a date on here? And of course, all of it is in French. I don't see a date. Okay, what's this? Oh, another French book. Fleur de Lis, the Kings and Queens of France by Joy Law. That's a nice big cover. Maybe that's where I got some of those images from. This is mostly pages. I mean, book, like mostly text. Again, when something when a project or an idea drags on for this long, you can imagine that any intentions that I may have had have been forgotten, and or my whole taste and aesthetic has changed. And then, whoa, empty basket. At the bottom of this basket is this fabric. Now you can see, hopefully you can see by these threads and the fraying, just how, like this is like hemp-like. It's very coarse. I mean, it's soft, but it's coarse and textural in its feel. And that, of course, is beautiful. And there's lots here. You know, so it'd be a matter of picking, you know, what does a person want on the front cover and so on. So you can see that most of what I have is very sort of old-timey. It's not, you know, the sort of the blue and yellow, the modern day the modern day look. Now I wonder, I don't think I will take the time to, oh, I can do one other thing. I will do one other thing. I did, as I said before, whoopsie. Sorry guys. Because I had forgotten about that big basket, it started just one of these kind of a plastic tray. But let's pull this all together. Let's take that label off and see what I have in here, because this, of course, goodness, I'm running out of space here. This is more like modern looking. Now did I write down who I won the kit from? I think it was Periwinkle. I saw the name not so long ago. Periwinkle what? Oh, these are actual book pages too that I threw in here. Look at these. These beautiful, colorful costumes from France. This is the Regency style Louis XV furniture. That too came out of a dictionary. Oh, a map of France. 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 So these are great. I don't know where I got them from, but perfect signature pages. You know, if a person had multiple signatures or multiple journals, each one could get a map page. Oh, Periwinkle Matilda. That's what it is. Whoops, sorry about that. So obviously I printed the kit and used some of it. So these are, this was like a couple of belly bands. trifold thingamajig. Person would punch out those holes and add some fibers probably. I was even inking back in the day. Pocket, tag, pocket, teensy weensy little envelope. How cute is that? Tag, so you can see the predominance of the blue. More pockets. Look at, I have different ink colors going on. My goodness. Was I an awesome inker or what? And then more of these kinds of little things. Okay, so that's sort of the small stuff. What else have we got here? Postcards and some fake washi. Oh, and even some page. This looks like wallpaper. I mean, can't you almost feel that? That really vintagey wallpaper. I have some, but not obviously a pretty one like that. Which reminds me, why am I not using my real vintage wallpaper? Oh, maybe this was supposed to go like this. So, kids, without taking the time to look for those actual skinny, tall, skinny ledgers, now I think I made digitals out of them, some of the more interesting pages as well. Look at this. This basket is heaped to the top. Now, obviously, I will try to compress this a bit. Like this is probably, shouldn't even be in here. Probably taking up too much space for what it is providing. I should group together. Well, I should put some signatures together and see what's what here. Anyway, so that's another thing that I will be gradually working on in 2025. Oh, this is the title page. 1976. Yeah, so really there's nothing. I mean, these are cool pages, but there's no reason why they're taking up a key, taking up precious space in this basket. So yeah, I'll deal with that. And I will deal with this. And then I will be able to, and I should probably trim the margin off this to save a couple of inches in each direction. I don't know if somebody wrote something in the margin there, but it doesn't mean anything to me. So yeah, I could save a little space with that. And again, just, you know, this would, if I tore this in half, or cut it in half, it would end up with 2 signature pages. So anyway, guys, I just thought you might be curious to see that what I've got in the way of French ephemera. And again, after I get my package from Jessica Rapp at, 2 Silver Oranges, is that? I think that's her channel name. There will be even more lusciousness to deal with. And I will also commit to using some of the real ledger pages because that's what I'm all about now. Okay, guys, thank you so much for being here. As always, if you are finding value here, if you are finding that you appreciate my tell it like it is, self-deprecating humor, accidental humor, then by all means, subscribe. Let's keep the channel growing. And comments and likes are always appreciated because, we got to feed the YouTube machine, the algorithm counter thingamajig. So anyway, you've heard it all before. It's true here at my channel as well. Okay, guys, thank you so much. See you in the next one. Bye.